Hey, Pretty Girl Club. Welcome back to the Storytime series. I will be doing the Storytime series all weekend, so if you have any stories you would like to tell about dealing with colorism, texturism, or featureism as an exotical, please email me at exoticalsunited@gmail.com. But this girl says, so this happened 2 days ago when I was in the car coming home from a trip from Bolito, and I was talking to my family about my friend, who is a light-skinned woman, and she is currently dating a light-skinned guy. And then my sister, she is a dark-skinned girl. She is not unambiguous though. Started to say that light-skinned people cannot date each other because they have a big head, and that dark-skinned people are down to earth and don't think they are too much and will balance a light-skinned person out. Have you ever heard people say that? I've heard people say things like, oh, you need a dark skinned person in that relationship to balance out the melanin, or like you need a dark skin. Isn't it interesting how they claim that light skinned people are so basic, we are so mediocre, and we don't age well? Meanwhile, if there are two light skinned people in a relationship, you'll have dark skinned people complaining about being left out. And oh, you need some more melanin to balance that out. You need a person with a dark skin personality to balance that out. That's basically what this girl is saying. But she says, so I asked her why dark-skinned people don't have confidence in themselves. And she got very upset and ended up telling me that I'm not that light-skinned. And my twin brother started telling me that I'm brown and not light-skinned. We are the same skin tone. My dad ended up telling her to calm down, and we ended the conversation because of how upset she was. Have you ever noticed that it's always people who are obsessed with light skin tones that want to tell you what your complexion is? It's like, if light skin is not on a pedestal, why do you feel the need to police light skinned people? Why do you feel the need to tell them how light skinned they are or are not? That's just a typical silencing tactic. They don't want to admit when someone is lighter than them. They don't want to admit that you're light skinned because, by saying you're light skinned, they're admitting that you have light skin privilege. And of course, they don't want to acknowledge any of your privilege. So that's why they're trying to tell you that your identity somehow doesn't exist. Have you guys ever noticed that a lot of people online, now they're trying to suddenly bring back the paper bag test? Isn't it hilarious how they call us colorists, but they're the ones upholding the paper bag test by saying things like, you're not that light skinned. Not light skinned compared to what? A paper bag? Just admit that you uphold the paper bag test and be done. I'm so glad that we voted on what color we're going to consider light skinned on this channel, because if you allow jealous people to determine your identity, you're going to have a different identity every single day. Well, what do you ladies think? Have you ever had a family member randomly bring up skin complexion or randomly argue with you or even distance themselves from you because they don't have the same privileges as you? What do you ladies think? Let me know in the comment section and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.